Montalcino, and one of the particular grapes that is in this winery is Brunello. And so we absolutely love Brunello. It's one of our favorite wines. They also are doing the Sangiovese as well. But this winery particularly has just such a beautiful backdrop. It's a fantastic wine tasting that we did with a lunch. So it was absolutely really tasty. The pasta that they make is homemade, so everything is from the garden, so farm to table, and then the wines are just exquisite. Again, we pay a lot of money, and we go and have Brunello in the United States, and having it here, family run, was just an absolute highlight of this entire Tuscany trip. In the background over here, you'll see their home that they're actually living in. So they live down here, and the home is from 1865. And then the vineyard is all of this area over here, and it's about 5 acres total. So if you do have the opportunity to come to Tornesi, an outstanding wine tasting and an amazing mascot. We've got Leia right here. And so they're just a great family run, and just amazing wine and amazing food. So check it out.
Because it separates the stems from the grapes. These are the stems that have been taken out from the harvest, little harvest that we had last Saturday. And these are the stems that will be used as a compost in the vineyard. So we're going to put them into the vineyard. While the grapes that come from this part, they are taken into the big tanks inside, where it's going to harvest the fermentation process. So this one make separation from stems and the grapes. And the grapes, they are taken into the tanks like this. So we use the 2 wooden tanks for the fermentation of our Brunello di Montalcino, while this steel they are used for our youngest wines, IGT and the Rosso di Montalcino. So ready from the fermentation, ready from the beginning, we make distinction between Brunello and the youngest wines. Brunello, here the fermentation is spontaneous, so nothing is added inside, like no sugar, no yeast. So it starts and finishes all by itself. The only thing that we do is to check the temperature into the tanks. So in this way we can keep it lower than 30 degrees Celsius, that's the perfect temperature. In here is when the sugar is going to become into alcohol. So the first part is the alcoholic fermentation. Then also we have a maceration on the skins. Maceration is when the juice is in touch with the skins. So that can be taken the color and the natural tannins from them. Once the maceration is done, we take out the skins from the tanks, and they are pressed in this object. This is like the new method instead of feet.
Yeah.
So it's got the same use. But I really love this one. I prefer it.
Yeah.
So once the wine has finished the whole fermentation, then it's going to be taken from here into the barrels, into the aging room. So this is going to be separate. For taking that, we use the tubes like that one. We link them to the tanks in that part and also to the barrels downstairs. So we're going to open, and the wine, by gravity, goes into the barrels in the cellar.
So how long in here?
In total, stays around for 6-8 months. So it's quite a long time for fermentation. Once finished this time, the wine is moved to the aging room. I will show you our babies, the other lovely babies. Here is where all our Brunellos are aging now. We use harvest of our three harvests of the Brunello that are aging, which are the 2020, 2019, and the 2018. The 2017 we bottled it last month,
Okay.
while the 2016 is the newest Brunello that you can find in the market. It's Brunello that you're going to taste in a few times. Because for Brunello we have always to wait 5 years from the year of the harvest. So this is really required by the law.
5 years minimum.
Right.
So you can't sell Brunello unless it's 2016?
Right. The newest is the 2016. From January of next year, the 2022, we can start to sell the 2017 Brunello. That is already, already in the bottle. In here now, we have the Brunello di Montalcino, and for Brunello we use the big and also the medium-sized barrels. This is like a Slavonian hook. Slavonian releases like spicy taste to the wine, which is like cinnamon, tobacco. That one is different from the French hook. And for all Brunello, we just use this big and medium size. And this one here, its Italian name is a colmatore. This is used to check the wine level of all the barrels around us. So that when we see the wine into the colmatore, this means that all the barrels inside, they are completely full of wine. So there is no air, no oxygen. Like this happened that way, when the level is going too low, we're going to add some more wine. So to be sure that they are completely full. Outside, there is the water. The water is the most important part because they let the gases to go outside, but don't let the air to move inside. So one can breathe, but nothing can move in. This was invented by Leonardo da Vinci.
Nice.
Right, he's a super genius. We really love Leonardo, he's super fantastic because it's very simple object but super smart.